video, we are going to see the difference between the laterally restrained and laterally unrestrained beam. The laterally restrained beam is also called as laterally supported beam, and laterally unrestrained is called as unsupported beams. So we are going to design a beam either as a laterally restrained beam or unrestrained beam. We need to know what is the difference between a laterally restrained beam and unrestrained beam. So, in steel structures, especially in buildings, beams are restrained laterally by the floor decks which are placed on top of them. Right? See, this is the plan of a building or an industrial building, and these are the beams. These are the beams. And now, what we do is on this floor, on this roof, we are going to place floor decks, right? Floor decks, floor decks, just like slab. So this floor deck is going to restrain the beam. ఈ ఫోర్ బీమ్స్ ని కూడా పట్టి ఉంచుతుంది because this deck is bolted to each and every beam, is fixed to each and every beam, right? So now a beam cannot just undergo buckling because this deck is holding the beam, right? So this is what happens in the buildings that we see regularly. So during the construction stage, before the floor decks are in place, if the beam are not adequately supported laterally, as I told you earlier, if there is no floor deck here, if the structure is still under construction, only if column and beam frame is constructed. So what happens? The beams are not adequately supported laterally. Lateral direction లో సరైన విధంగా సపోర్ట్ లేదు కాబట్టి they are susceptible to lateral buckling that we have seen in the earlier video, right? So when the length of the beam is large, when there is nothing holding it, what happens? The column is going to buckle in the lateral direction or undergoing lateral torsional buckling based on the section type, right? So therefore during the construction site we need to put a special attention with regard to this lateral stability. Okay, so if adequate lateral restraint were not provided to the beam in the plane of their compressional flange, plane of the compressional flange, and this is what it is. See, let me show you this. Right, so this is flange, right? This is flange. So flange, this is the compression flange at the top, and this flange is horizontal, right? This plane on which this flange is there, it is horizontal, right? So in this horizontal plane you need to provide some stability, something to hold this beam. That is nothing but the lateral direction, right? So if adequate lateral restraint were not provided, if not provided in the plane of their compressional flanges, the beam would buckle laterally, resulting in a reduction of their maximum movement capacity. Yes, for sure, right? So lateral buckling can be prevented. You can prevent this. I told you earlier, if we provide these slab decks earlier, we can avoid the buckling that is going to take place, right? If adequate restraint are provided to the beam in the plane of the compressional flange, such flange will not go any lateral buckling, and such beams are called as laterally restrained or supported beams. If they are not restrained, those beams are called as laterally unrestrained or unsupported beams. But a special care has to be taken when we design these laterally unrestrained beams. Okay, the design procedure going to vary a bit when we go for the laterally unrestrained beams. So in this chapter we are going to design both kind of beams, laterally supported and unsupported beams.